It's Monday, but we're feeling good as we secured a nice little bit of profit last week. Let's go ahead and recap it and see what happened. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Jason Mattis, of course, with Winning Bets. I hope you guys are feeling good on this Monday morning. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. Great weekend here in Chicago. Wasn't blazing hot. We were on a stretch there of just incredibly hot temperatures. Cooled off this weekend, cloudy temperatures, and was just enjoyable to be outside. Again, we had a fantastic weekend. I hope you guys did it well. How about sports action? Did you guys enjoy the Open Championship? Did you guys enjoy baseball? What about soccer and tennis and what have you? All the good sports out there. I hope you guys were able to enjoy them and put money in your pocket. Boy, that's what I did here last week. I hope you put you guys some money in your pocket. It was a fantastic week here on Winning Bets. Let's, of course, make sure we, of course, recap the action, and then we'll see what bets we have for today. As you guys can see right there, a good week last week. We went 23-15 and plus 7.68 units. That's what I'm talking about. Love hearing that cash register and love hearing that cash register on Monday morning, because that means the bookie is paying us. It's time to go collect from that bookie. And again, plus 7.68 units. So fantastic work on the season now. A lot of wins, a lot of losses, and plus 81.37 units. Outstanding right there. 81.37 units. So if you're a new follower of mine and you may be wondering, boy, how the hell have you won 81 units, but yet you've got more losses than what you do wins? Well, I started off the MLB season for the first month or so blindly betting every single MLB dog. And it didn't matter who they were or who they were playing. I just closed my eyes and threw all my money at the MLB underdogs. Well, they got their ass handed to them. There was hardly any bark in the MLB dogs to start the season. So we got just a ton of losses, and what really skews, our win-loss record. And then from our profit, it took away 19 units from our profit. It was 19 and change. 19 and change. So we could be over 100 units on the season. We're not. Those are bets I made, so they obviously have to be factored into the unit win-loss, and they are. But I'm just saying, if you didn't blindly bet those MLB dogs with me, and maybe you've been making the other bets with me, you'd be over 100 units good to the season. So either way, having a fantastic season, but just wanted to clarify that because we are getting a lot of new followers and a lot of great support from everybody out there. I just wanted to show why maybe we've got such a great amount of profit, but boy, we just have a terrible kind of win-loss record. But that being said, we're almost back to 500. I expect maybe by the end of this week or maybe by the end of next week, just because this week, could be low on volume with baseball stepping away due to the All-Star break. So maybe it takes a couple more weeks still, but we'll call back. Soon we'll be above 500 and where we should be in terms of the win-loss column. With that being said, it was a good week, so let's go ahead and talk about some of those notable wins. How about the cash cow, Mitch Keller? Mitch Keller, the cash cow, over 3.5 Ks versus the Marlins. Just good work right there. Ended the game with 5 Ks. I know there was a lot of people that had to bet it over 4.5 Ks because the line went ahead and moved up. Well, he rewarded those people with a good plus money cash. So the cash cow, baby, that guy is absolutely incredible. Love Mitch Keller and can't wait for him to jump on the bump again. What about Montgomery there, the New York Yankees? We did his prop under 4.5 Ks, which is just a system play versus the Red Sox because he had just played the Red Sox in his last start, was only able to get 4 strikeouts in that. In fact, faced the Red Sox back in April, only had 4 Ks. So kind of a play that was researched under 4.5 Ks. Then you add in, it's a system play for me. Fantastic cash at plus money. Plus money. He pitched a good game. I mean, he went 6 strong. So pitched a hell of a game, but wasn't able to strike out the number of batters it would have taken us for get a loss. So we got a good one there at under 4.5 Ks. What about Zach Greinke? Walks. We talk about him. Under 1.5 walks. It's juicy. We talk about how it's a parlay piece. That's exactly what it was for us. It was a parlay piece. Now, admittedly, the Zach Greinke piece of that parlay came through. The other piece did not come through. So we didn't actually win money per se because we dropped it in a parlay. But I do want to highlight here in the notable wins that Zach Greinke did come through again. He stayed under 1.5 walks as he has been doing. So that remains a really, really good parlay piece. It's just a matter of finding the right piece to get it. 2 weeks ago, we were successful. Unfortunately, this weekend, we were not, but we'll keep playing it. We'll keep dropping it in a parlay and see if he remains, can keep coming through for us. And it was just like his last start where he walked a batter in the first inning and then he locked it in and did not walk a batter the rest of the way. The guy just has exceptional control, so we'll play it again. It's an absolute great parlay piece. What about Martin Perez and Nestor Cortez? We took both of their guys outs prop. We did Perez there under 17.5 outs. That was a system play. Had faced the Mariners, already already a couple times this season, and admittedly, he had just been going over 17.5 outs. We talked about his game log. He was just going way over. He's pitching 6 innings, pitching 7 innings, but thought the Mariners would have his number. They were also, not only had they played him recently, about a month or so ago, but they were on fire currently in that stretch for his left-handed pitching. So we got a great plus 120 cash, and a cash that, if you tailed it, his game log would have scared you in terms of tailing that bet, but you're not going to get everything to line up in terms of your research and making a bet. I obviously thought we had enough things lined up. We had the system play. We had the Mariners swinging a hot bat versus left-handers. We were rewarded with the good plus 120 cash. And then for Nestor Cortes there going against the Yankees, well, that was an easy bet. I really wish I would have made that a 2-unit play. Really, really wish I would have made that a 2-unit play. It was going up against the Reds. They've been struggling recently versus left-handers, so we had that on our side. And then the night before, Severino pitched and had to exit the game in the second inning due to an injury. So you knew they needed length out of Cortes, and as long as he was pitching good, decent, he could even be pitching decent, and they would have left him out there because they needed a guy to go out there and chew up innings because they had used the bullpen heavily last night, again, after that Severino energy. He pitched 7 innings. Easily went over 15.5 outs, went 7 strong, so just a good cash right there. Again, wish I would have gone 2 units on that one. Have been kind of contemplating it all morning. In the end, I didn't do it. Well, hopefully not make that same mistake again. But yeah, 2 great cashes right there for us. We were also able to ride the Braves to a couple of wins last week. Boy, remember that day when they went up against the Nationals and Patrick Corbin? They own Patrick Corbin. We cashed that day their F5 team total, and we cashed the F5 over. And the Braves, quite frankly, did everything for that F5 over. They got all 6 runs. We needed 6 runs to get the cash. And the Braves had 6 runs at the end of the 5 innings. They beat up Patrick Corbin. I mean, it's what they do. They just destroy that guy. Absolutely destroy that guy. That's a no-brainer play. That's a no-brainer play, Braves versus Patrick Corbin. And you just live with the result, win or loss, either way. Again, we got 2 good cashes. We did suffer a same-game parlay loss in that same one. Remember, we took Anderson and Corbin under their strikeouts in a parlay. Both of them went over, but that was a swing and miss, and pun intended. That was a swing and miss on that one. But still, the Braves came through for us, got us 2 good cashes there. Boy, what about those White Sox and Twins on that F5 over? What great work and what just good system play. We cashed the F5 over on Friday. We cashed it on Saturday. Just too much familiarity with those pitchers within this same game season. The Twins and White Sox were both swinging good bats, whether it was versus lefties and righties, depending on which night you want to talk about. Just absolutely no-brainer plays, and we went 2-0 in that series. Again, cashing the F5 overs on Friday and Saturday. What about Wednesday? Boy, that was a nice day for us. Not only did we go 4-1, but we cashed a 2-unit play on Wednesday. Fantastic stuff. We hit that Yankees F5 team total. That was a 2-unit play. We hit Josiah Gray over 5.5 strikeouts at plus money. We hit that Nerfy there in Pirates and Marlins. We hit that Diamondbacks F5 money line at plus money with Zach Gallen on the mound taking on the Giants. Our only loss was a Nerfy in Athletics Rangers, but just a good Wednesday. 4-1, 2-unit cash. We'll take those each and every single Wednesday. And then our last notable win was the 2-unit plays. Went 2-0 last week on 2-unit plays. We have a good 2-unit play track record, and it remained to be strong last week, and again going 2-0, cashing the Yankees F5 team total and cashing the Athletics F5 team total on Monday. Again, 2-0 on 2-unit plays, and just a good week. Just a good week overall. We went 5-0 on Monday. We did have a push, but we went 5-0 on Monday. We went 3-0 Tuesday in baseball. Really, really good week. And again, we had 7.68 units to the good. It was a good week for us. A really good week. Not everything was great, though. What were some of those tough losses last week? Oh, what about the cash cow, Mitch Keller? Somebody check me up if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the first loss we've had on Mitch Keller this season. We've bet all of his appearances but 2. Remember, he was a starter most of the season. Then they did move him to the bullpen for 2 games, and now he's back in the rotation. We've bet every single one of his starts. I'm pretty sure this Keller hits one was the only loss we've suffered. We have just loved the cash cow. We did over 5.5 hits against the Rockies. He ended the game with 5. There was an opportunity to get 6. It was bottom of the 6th inning, 2 outs, runner on second, Iglesias up to bat. You know that was his last batter. If he gave up a hit and the run was going to score, they were likely going to go ahead and pull him. And then if he got out of the inning unscathed, they were going to go ahead and pull him, and that was going to be his day, pitching 6 innings at, I think it was like 95 or so pitches. Unfortunately for us, he got Iglesias out, so we lost that one on the hook. Tough one losing the cash cow, but boy, he's been so damn good to us. I already can't wait, for him to go ahead and start again. We'll have no problem backing Mitch Keller one way or another in some fashion. What about some other tough losses last week? Were the Twins and Mariners F5 team totals? We suffered those two losses on the same day. Boy, the Twins, man, they had a runner on third with no outs in the third inning, and they didn't get a run. You gotta have it. Gotta have it. No outs, runner on third. You need a run in that spot. As soon as it didn't happen, while there were 2 more innings still to go to get a cash, that left you a pretty bad feeling in your tummy. So you knew that bet was kind of sunk. Then the Mariners, we lost that one on the hook. On the second and third inning, they had bases loaded and got no runs. Consecutive innings, bases loaded, and we couldn't get a run, and we lose that bet on the hook. 2 tough losses right there with some F5 team totals. What about Blue Jays? And mainly talking about Friday night. Who suffered a loss Friday night with the Blue Jays? This was the game where they're taking on the Royals in game 1 of their series. This was the series where the Royals, couldn't bring 10 of their players due to Canada, due to the lack of vaccination status on those 10 players. And we're not talking about just players. We're talking about starters. Benintendi, Merrifield, Dozier, Taylor. We're talking absolute starters and contributors to that team. The whole world was on Blue Jays. I've never seen a money line in baseball at -400. Never seen a money line at -400. We dropped the Blue Jays into a 3-legged parlay. They were the only leg that lost. Everybody got crushed. The sportsbooks just sat back and counted up the money. That was about as surprising as it gets. That they lost to a depleted Royals team at home. I still don't know how they lost to that Royals team. So unfortunate stuff right there. And then tennis. Tennis was brutal on Tuesday. We put in 4 bets on Tuesday on tennis and lost all 4. It was overs. It was first set overs. Just didn't quite go our way. Sure, there were some tough losses in there, some close losses in there, but the fact is all 4 bets lost and set up a tough day, right? We lose all 4 tennis bets though, but then we limited the damage because then we went 3-0 though in baseball. So even though the morning started off rough, it was good damage control, really good damage control to what we've been doing most of the season, and certainly this last week staying relatively hot in baseball. And baseball saved our bacon on Tuesday because it was not fun waking up and then as I'm awake and continuing watching those tennis bets unfold, just taking loss after loss. I did not enjoy that one bit. Then the last notable loss to talk about there is one of our NASCAR bets from this past weekend. What about Almirola over Cindric? Gave you guys that bet on Friday, at -135. -135 on Sunday morning. That was at -255. That's a tough loss. Just think about a baseball money line. You guys bet favorites or you guys are dropping parlays at -250 baseball, teams and parlays. When those lose, that's a tough loss. Well, Almirola on Sunday morning was at -255 to beat Cindric. That's a tough loss because he had mechanical issues and had to take his car to the garage and just went lap down after lap down. I think he ended 18 or so laps down as they were in the garage making repairs to get him trying to get him back out on the track. So up until then, he was running top 10. He started in the top 10. He was a top 10 car until those mechanical issues hit. So we likely get that cash as long as he doesn't run into those mechanical issues because, like I said, he was a top 10 car up until that point. So unfortunate right there. And that's a big-time favorite. Like again, -255. We had tons of CLV. I gave you guys that bet at -135. That's how she goes sometime. All right, so those were the notable wins and losses from last week. Again, a fantastic week at plus 7.68 units. Love to hear that cash roast right there. Guys, hit this like button. Hit that like button if you were part of last week's cash. Just mash it. Mash that like button and let me know you guys put money in your pocket. We're obviously at the All-Star break here for baseball. Hate to see it. Absolutely hate to see it. Baseball, everybody knows, it's my favorite sport, so I don't like to see when baseball takes time off. I wish we could just, keep on cranking out the baseball bets. That being said, I will enjoy, taking the next few days off from just a grinding perspective of baseball, because it is a grind. Looking at those numbers each and every single day, finding advantages, finding us good betting spots. It's an absolute grind that I put in the work every day. So it will be nice, but don't want it. Would rather be doing the grind. We're hot on baseball. So be it. It's not going to cool us off, though. We'll be ready to get right back at it, come Thursday. Speaking of Thursday and speaking about more this week, so what are we going to do this week in terms of bets? Well, I do got 2 tennis bets today. We'll certainly keep an eye on tennis. I'll go ahead and throw them up here on the screen. We went to the WTA Hamburg and the WTA Palmero here for the 2 bets. One's just a lady to win 2-0. And then the other one's a money line parlay there in Palmero. So we'll see if we can't cash these. Both of these are at plus money. There's plenty of time to go ahead and get these in. Even by the time I do the editing and get it up, you'll have about an hour or so at least to go ahead and get these bets in. Oh, what about for other bets though? I'm not betting the home run derby. That is gambling, right? I like to do research-based bets. I like to put us in a good betting spot. So therefore, when we win or lose, I'm comfortable with the result because I know we were putting ourselves into a good betting spot. You bet on the home run derby, sure, you may win, but it feels like you're more gambling than betting into a good spot. So I'll lay off the home run derby. I'll lay off the All-Star game. I'm not a big guy that bets, whether it's NFL preseason, soccer friendlies. I stay away from exhibition kind of stuff. So won't see me bet on Tuesday in terms of baseball. Wednesday, obviously there's no baseball game, so there's certainly no bets on Wednesday. And then we'll just kind of see about Thursday. I know there's a couple double headers. There's a small baseball slate on Thursday. We'll be able to find some good, betting spots on Thursday. And then Friday, it's ramped right back up. Every team plays again on Friday, and we'll be right back to the same normal, by the time we are hanging out on Friday. But as of now, we just have those 2 tennis bets. We'll see it. I gotta love the tennis bets. You guys know, I really only give out tennis bets during the majors. I'll sprinkle some other tournaments, from here to there, but I really just focus on the majors. Remember, we won 13 plus units at the French Open. We won 4 plus units at Wimbledon. The majors are, in my mind, a lot easier to predict. You know what you're going to get at the majors. The other tournaments around it, you don't quite know. They're not as predictable. So we'll see it. If there's an opportunity, to get in some more tennis bets, we will certainly do so. Maybe do to start times. You may want to make sure you're following me on Twitter. A lot of these tournaments currently right now are taking place in Europe, right there, Hamburg and Palmero. Those are in Italy and Germany. So just make sure you're following me on Twitter. It's at WinningBetsPod. It's at WinningBetsPod. As for what you guys can expect the rest of the week in terms of here on YouTube, my family's actually leaving tomorrow. We're actually going to leave tomorrow to go on vacation. We're going to go Tuesday to Tuesday. So this is actually going to be the only show this week on YouTube. I will not be able to crank out any more daily shows this week with being on vacation. And I also will not be doing Payoff Pitch. It kind of fell at a nice time with it being the All-Star break, right? And I wouldn't be doing Payoff Pitch Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday anyways. I would normally resume on Thursday. But with being on vacation, we'll skip Thursday, skip Friday, and then the following week, skip Monday and skip Tuesday, again, as my family remains on vacation Tuesday to Tuesday. So the next time I'll see you guys on YouTube in a video format will be on Wednesday. We'll crank out a daily show Wednesday morning, and then we'll resume daily pitches Wednesday live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time with myself and the Hockey Squirrel come next Wednesday. All right, guys, well, that'll be it for this week. It's going to suck, not hanging out with you guys every morning and talking sports and talking sports betting and just kind of kicking off our day together. But that being said, the vacation, will also be nice, and that's the time of year it is, right? A lot of people take vacations during the summer. Well, it's my family's time to go ahead and take a vacation. So enjoy your week. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Again, we'll keep cranking out bets, and that's where my baseball bets will come out. Until I see you guys on Wednesday, whether it's the Daily Show or the Payoff Pitch next Wednesday, all my bets, baseball bets, tennis bets, everything will be coming out on Twitter. So just make sure you're giving me a follow over there. It's at WinningBetsPod. It's at WinningBetsPod. Again, we're coming off a nice week at plus 7.68 units. Let's keep the good times rolling this week. Enjoy your week, fellas. Have a good one. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.